the main reason why Peter condemns these false teachers is in verse 2. We went over this last week, but we need to review it again. He says, because of them, these false teachers, the way of truth will be blasphemed. Peter calls the gospel the way of truth. In other words, Christianity is the way of truth. In other words, Christianity itself is the explanation for all of reality. Francis Schaeffer said it like this: Christianity is not just a set of doctrines, not even the right doctrines. When I say that Christianity is true, I mean that it is true to total reality. Christianity is not just a series of truths, but truth. Truth about all of reality. Which means this simply: every explanation of reality that deviates from Christianity is a heresy. All religions, all other worldviews that deviate from the total, all-encompassing, reality-shaping truth of Christianity are what Peter calls destructive. In other words, Mormonism is a heresy, a Christian heresy. Islam is a Christian heresy. The LGBT movement is a Christian heresy. Why do I say it like that? Because there's no other truth than the truth of Christianity. It is the way of truth, as Peter says. It's not one storyline that is competing next to other storylines. It is the storyline. And this is exactly how the Bible speaks about itself. In the Old Testament, who is God speaking to? Merely Israel? No. In the New Testament, who are the apostles speaking to? Merely the church? No. It speaks to every nation under the sun, and it demands obedience from every person, whether you're white or black or yellow or red. It doesn't matter. Take, for instance, we see this in the Old Testament, the prophet Jeremiah. After he speaks 45 chapters of judgment to Israel, he then turns to the nations of the world. He speaks the message of judgment to Egypt, Jeremiah 46. His message of judgment to the Philistines, chapter 47. To the nation of Moab, chapter 48. To the nation of Ammon, chapter 49. To the nation of Babylon, chapter 50. The New Testament is the same. The apostles spoke not just to the church, but they spoke to the nation of Italy in the book of Romans, to the nation of Greece in Corinth and Philippians and the Thessalonians, to the nation of Turkey in the letters to the Galatians, Ephesians, and Colossians. This is exactly what Jesus told the apostles to do in the Great Commission. He said, make disciples of every nation. Which Abraham Kuyper essentially paraphrased this way: there is not a square inch in the whole domain of our human existence over which Christ, who is sovereign over all, does not cry, mine. Therefore, any teaching that deviates from this way of truth is false, and therefore a destructive heresy. Why? Because Christianity is the explanation, the only explanation of all of reality.